Hey guys, welcome to the Ask an Enemy Playcast. I wanted to go ahead and go through some Burial at Sea. This is the first time I've played it. I barely downloaded it off of Steam. I got the season pass when I first purchased Bioshock back in February, or March, sorry. So this is part of the DLC that they're releasing. The first one was Clash in the Clouds, which was basically like a horde mode. You just use, there's like different arenas that you play in, and you use all your plasmids. It's all battle based. Like there is no story whatsoever. This is the first DLC of the 3 DLC packs they're releasing, which is story based, and it's called Burial at Sea. And if you're not familiar with Bioshock Infinite, this is going to be very spoiler heavy. In terms of the story with Burial at Sea, I've actually personally, I've ignored all the media about it because I don't like having this kind of stuff spoiled. But I know there's people out there who still want to see what the game is like and don't really mind the spoilers as much. They just want to kind of get an idea of the new plasmids and all that kind of stuff. So in this particular version of the DLC, Burial at Sea, you play as Booker Dewitt, which is the main guy from Bioshock Infinite. In Burial at Sea Episode 2, you actually play as Elizabeth. Once we start the game here, you'll see who Elizabeth is. She's basically like your accomplice. She helps you out in the middle of battles. She'll throw you what the game calls salts, which is a way to power up your vigors, which your vigors are, like in Bioshock, the original, you had plasmids, which were these like powers that you had on your left arm that you would shoot out like fucking bees out of your arm and stuff like that. But with the DLC, I honestly don't know, what's in store. I really don't know if it's going to be very action heavy, what the story is going to be like. I did see on Twitter that Cliff Bleszinski, the guy who makes Gears of War, actually played through it all, and he said that's how you make DLC. So, there's always that whole hype train that happens when new games like that come out, new DLC, whatever. But Bioshock Infinite, to me, although some people didn't like it as much, it's very divisive, but to me, I really, really dug it. So, that's why I immediately just had full faith in the season pass, and I knew whatever it would be was awesome. To me, Clash in the Clouds was awesome. I like that arena stuff. Some of the people didn't like the combat too much, so to them it was kind of like a weak selling point, I guess. But enough with the chatter, I guess. Let's go ahead and get started here and switch over. And let's get started and fuck some shit up. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Just want to make sure that the audio doesn't sound echo too bad. Cool. Sounds good. Let's do this. Sorry about that, fellas. I had the audio looped back in, so.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? Are they just some kind of machine?
Get on with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
See? You gotta search for this stuff, man.
Ryan's been good to me. Few are the patrons who truly understand the struggle of the artist. But even I was a little leery when he shuttered Fontaine's business and sent that bald buck to a grave deep in the briny. But when Ryan buried all of Fontaine's pals in that department store, someone had to find a home for all those freshly minted orphans. And if I turned $1 or $2 in the process, you can hardly blame me for doing well by doing good.
can go ahead and... For all I care, I'm fine right here in Rapture.
You know, sweetheart, I'm spliced up particularly...
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. Dewitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Macaroons! Woo!
DeWitt. The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again. Got some nerve showing your face around here.
Just say the word, I'll show you what I mean.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. Dewitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables,
She disappeared.
and
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
you see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them.
Refreshments, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I went through basic, decent sort, but the Italians, Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
In Fontaine's department store. If I wanted this, I might as well have stayed in Vladivostok.
Fontaine's thugs were nothing more than a bunch of parasites. Ryan looks out for Rapture.
Ryan looks out for Ryan.
And why not? It is the sweat of his brow. We're just the gnats buzzing around, no?
It's interesting how you can see how the characters have come out to... Like, if you played the first Bioshock there, all the splicers, that's who all these fucking people are. Crazy ass.
Please have a look around.
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, that's a Ryan Industries trade secret. Now you know.
That's what the side want.
Another one. Hey, you got an issue with my food pal. You're welcome to put on an apron.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of utopia. Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in a closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to Utopia, is that it still has the people.
Bunch of fucking
I don't think these
racists.
supermen know the meaning of the word.
Here we come, Cone! Fucking Cone!
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring. Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields, did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash? I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp!
Where is he hiding that box?
Get your hands off me!
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Who are you?
Name's Dewitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
Ask a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes! It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not?
Look,
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
but it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Barry, let's see.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity. We're all buried at sea.
Deep. That's fucking deep.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up.
Tryhard asked, how far am I into the game? Honestly, I think I'm only about an hour in so far, but I did spend a lot of time again looking for stuff. So. And again, I'm playing this on PC for any of you guys who want to know. This is running on a 660 Ti and a Phenom X6.
You hear me, Phil?
Here you go!
This entire time!
Trying to use my ammo.
conflicts only transform and transcend. Quit!
Oh, Jesus Christ, that was fast.
Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Shut up, or I don't know what I'll
The
do.
home is just an extension of the community. Don't think I didn't stop that right now! He's my child!
Okay, catch!
Got it.
That's all I have right now.
Damn it.
Glenda? I just...
Where do you think you're going? Where have you been?
To experiment in madness.
I'm a legend, you hear? A legend!
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite, this. And the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore. But the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
What's up, Mikey?
Of my first play, the Herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, all critics should be assassinated. I just might take him up on that.
They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosty, the jockeys who will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her atoms, they cut a less sympathetic figure.